hunt for this DeVries.
Centers are
Greetings.
help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts.
It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to protectorate excellence, now a picturesque example of the evils of corporatism. But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please let me offer you some victuals. Tut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance. I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved, its people given a reprieve. Were we to acquire the one thing vital to our existence: automech parts. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is even considered something of a sport. We are not miracle workers, however. Without parts to work with, we've no hope of remaking our mechs to do tasks beyond their initial functions. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts. If I can return the settlement to a reasonable facsimile of its previous glory, sufficiently functioning by employing mechs reprogrammed to repair and rebuild, the arbiters might see fit to penalize only me, commute the others' sentences, allow them to maintain things around here in the spirit of continuity and such. Hence my use of the term reasonable facsimile. I owe it to every single person here to try. What sort of payment do you seek? Don't imagine we have much you need. Enough to lead and inspire those who work there, once at least. I was previously the ranking vigilant on this island. Why do you ask? Difficult place to saunter into. Station's off limits to anyone without the highest security clearance. For anyone lacking reason to be there, it's assured suicide. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide you means to get inside. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in. That is most excellent. Please, hand them over. Sincerest thanks. Now, we had what you outsiders call a deal. I promised you a means past the bridge and a way inside the Vox relay. There is wreckage from a crashed ship traversing most of the expanse. With the right equipment, the path will lead you directly to the Vox relay's main gate. Tell me, do you already have Protectorate jump boots in your possession? That's what I knew them as. The official title is Personal Plasma Thrusters, I suppose. Correct. At least if you want to emerge safely out the other side. I'll prepare a writ of conscription to allow you entry to the Vox relay. While most would refuse my authorization, the sentry assigned to the gate once lived in Westport. Sentry second-class layman. Show the writ as proof I have conscripted you into my employ. Use it to press service on my behalf, and she will let you in. Once you're inside, there's something else I need you to do. Something that would save many lives. The Vox relay is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's lost his way. Now all manner of chaos is raging there. I've heard tell he's even resorted to extra-legal executions. Madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and executioner. That's an arbiter's job. And even then, they're enforcing existing protectorate law. Why, isn't it obvious? As vigilant, I was his commander, and without my guidance, he was lost. All manner of chaos seems to be the order of the day at the station. Executions done in the service of order are an unfortunate necessity. Done at the whim of an individual, well, that's just one more depravity Antes has wrought upon us. Regrettably, yes, I do. I have given the matter much thought and can see no other way around it. I may have been branded a traitor, but I remain loyal to Protectorate ideals, which he has abandoned. Brigadier Montelli is a stain on the Protectorate's good name, and every moment he remains in charge at the Vox Relay diminishes us further. Good, good. Here is the writ. I may not survive to see what occurs, but I trust you to follow your conscience. Farewell now. Promise you'll return here if you can, to check in on my people and see how they fare. Oh, I don't doubt your abilities, but the prospects remain exceedingly poor. The facility is exceptionally well guarded, and forces there are the pinnacle of Protectorate training. Even if you succeed, it's only a matter of time before the Arbiter arrives to administer my sentence. Any chances of me avoiding my fate are quite slim, I fear. Farewell now.
Strenuous or stressful, food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank the Sovereign.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject. So vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to
Outsider?
the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch, working with and through the Sovereign, devises the paradigm, a meticulously designed world where art produces glorious bounty. Sometimes challenges do arise. Invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem, like those nettles of raptidons, or the base individuals within anti-choice. Don't fret, the system is resilient. The system abides. But now, we must all do our part to maintain. Extra added now, just to offset any minor disruption.
Is a fellow subject lacking in appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment. It's not just a good idea.
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you of the intended recreational locality. Records state as follows. Due to insufficiency in anesthesia, and manipulative indoctrinatory quality.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the Sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly
Exciting news! The Vigilance sent that outsider to collect automech parts for us. And they just returned.
The system abides.
led to terrible suffering. Poor
Almost missed the routine certitude of my assigned profession.
Sovereign
Don't suppose you checked in with Vigilant Hogarth yet, eh? Oh, glad to hear. Probably sprung an important task on you afterwards, I'd wager. I mentioned to the Vigilant how I'd reset my chef mech to prepare meals to my liking. Next thing you know, he puts me in charge of repairing all the mechs in Westport. I mean, sure. All the underlying logic's the same, if you mull it over. I've been trained to run them big algae processing units, which were a fair amount more complex. It's just... Subjects are expected to mind their assigned area and particular forte, so I was a mite taken aback. But I am happy to help the system abide any way I am able. I think he's bearing up admirably given recent events. Which, of course, are completely fine, and we are all in no way concerned about. The system being resilient and all. Hogarth's reliable as the Arcadian sun. I mean, I know it'll burn out in about 12 billion years and all, but considering our meager lifespan, that's plenty dependable enough for me. Not to indulge in idle talk, but things have been different around here of late. Not at all overwhelmed or terrified of dying, though, of course. The system abides. Much to do, truly. Toughest challenge now is upkeep of key apparatus. If that generator goes, for instance, doubt I have means to fix it. We lose power to charge our mechs, this place is done for. Final nail in the coffin, or similarly minded metaphor of your choosing. Not that the paradigm would allow that, of course. Curativist Row is a fine sword, pillar of our community. Might impatient, sure, but with how busy she is, we'd all do well to respect her time. Watch out for that Weintraut fellow. Talk your ear off if you let him. Kinda lonesome, but doesn't let anybody near his place for some reason. Even before the flooding. Everybody else? Decent enough, I guess. Well, mechs do all the heavy work for us in the Protectorate. Just like each of us, each type of mech has their assigned specialty. Takes a little doing, but you can readjust them. A combat mech can be reconfigured to oversee comestible distribution, for instance. Or mine or harvest crops. All you need is the know-how to retool their subroutines. And the right parts. Plenty of parts. Granted, reprogrammed mechs are never as efficient as those specially made for a role, but they get by, eventually. After a fashion. What? Oh, yes. Goodbye.
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants
Appeared right out of the aether, just as I imagine our proud sentinels do. Like, here I am, your innermost thoughts are known to me, and nobody once hears from you again. Caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the cosmos, illustrating my steadfast fidelity. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign. That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Charlton Weintraut.
Why? Because the matriarch herself.
Oh, it's that, homespun metaphor. The Protectorate as a happy, attentive family, the Sovereign smiling beneficently at the head of the table, all such, so forth and the like. Say, you are every bit you seem, yes? Thoroughly on the up and up and in no way a hidden agent? It is widely known that a sentinel is required to stand revealed before rendering judgment. Why, a plot point about that featured prominently in the latest episode of I, Red Cloak.
Of course you believe everything on the Aether Wave. I guess it would be stranger if you didn't swallow the propaganda, even if it does take some heavy dramatic license.
We sleep well at night.
Well, you appear to be far more fluent with Sentinel procedure than I. Veiled implication understood. If you'll excuse me, I best return to my work tasks. Aha! Your logic is too high-spirited to be of the Protectorate. Thus, you must be an ally. A rugged, spacefaring frontiersperson type like me. A reference you'll no doubt recognize from those keen Auntie's Choice commercials.
Subject to the most exalted vigilant. We must
Ha! The same ones I immoderately reference. You likely guessed their influence right off, what with my assertive attitude and all. I laugh at danger. I hand-make my own luck. That character is a revelation. You and I are just like him. Get up and go-getters. Say, did Auntie's Choice send you here? Don't fret. I am exceedingly skilled at keeping secrets.
Represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch.
If I am not the person for it, I would be most surprised. Do tell.
A meticulously designed marvel where.
Ugh, my uncle's child. That side of the family is obstinate and mean. No, I'd hardly risk life and limb trying to convert her.
How invasive species can unbalance even the most robust
Seems neither prudent nor wise. I value my neck and do not intend to hang. Oh, did you have another mission in mind? One especially designed for my unique talents? Really? What was he like? Bold, assertive, with a wildly obstreperous theatrical air? Is that so? Do tell me more.
Keep informing on your neighbor.
Oh, anywhere. What were your impressions of the man? How did he seem to you?
Extra added zeal for now, just to offset any minor...
Quite different from what the Protectorate told us of those in Fairfield. An audacious proposal. Yet this place, despite its recent humidity, remains comfortable and familiar. Hate to dash everyone's hopes. Suppose I am still part of the herd. Of course. Toodaloo. Hey there, go-getter.
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Or a falsity.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself does... And the sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor tears didn't have the firm, benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and pleasure. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night.
Did you hear? Letting anyone who wants to straight at the opportunity.
The wireless said that flood in Westport is routine maintenance to remove the dust that had been building up in our door frames.
Yeah. Hate to ask for help, but help? Back in business.
The wireless said that flooding Westport is routine maintenance.
Did you hear? They're letting anyone who wants to train at the Arbiter's facility.
Depletion of resources and a lack of community led to...
I hear correctly that you brought us automech parts? Why, thank you kindly, outsider. No, friend.
Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and...
Do me a favor. Keep out from underfoot. And away from that generator. Need it running to power our mechs. Anyhow, what do you need? Still going on about sending a message, is she? Despite what she thinks, you'll find no traitors here. We're just trying to survive best we can. Experiencing failure in the midst of catastrophe does not a traitor make. Now that you mention it, he has been acting rather funny as of late. Always looking over his shoulder and such. We're off toward Fairfield with a gleam in his eye. Quite frankly, wouldn't be surprised if you might find something untoward in that abode of his. But you didn't hear it from me. Anyhow, you still haven't answered my question. Checked in with Vigilant Hogarth yet? Oh, glad to... I mentioned to the Vigilant how I'd reset my chef mech to prepare meals to my... I mean, all the subjects are expected to mind their assigned area and... Outsider.
Natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch works...
Hey there. Why, hello again. Any new business to discuss? Involving... If I am not the person for it, I would be... Ugh, my uncle's child. That seems neither prudent nor wise. Oh, did you have another mission in mind? Of course. Hey there, go-getter.
We all know how invasive species can...
Why, hello again. Any new business to discuss? Involving secret sympathies? As a recent convertee to Auntie's Choice, I'd be honored to share my maverick, individualist perspective. Well, I can tell you someone who thinks he's important. Pinckney. Ever since he became interim chief mechanist, he's been crying day and night about that generator. If anything happens to that thing, I worry for his mind. If I am not the person for it, ugh, my uncle's child. That side of the family is obstinate. I possess an overabundance of... Oh, of course. Toodle. Why, hello again. Any new business to discuss? Oh, my assigned profession once was automech tallier, but wonder of wonders, I was reassigned. Did you know that could happen? I did not. Vigilant Hogarth tasked me to maintain the morale of other subjects by reading inspiring words from the Sovereign. I have become quite practiced at it. Of course. Toodaloo.
That you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient manipulative. Welcome back. You have your orders. The Vox relay.
Stranger? Hello again. Here to help? Or just being friendly? Hard to say, since I don't know any other way. We have more sense of community than other places, which I couldn't imagine getting by without. Before the invasion, automechs took care of most things. I had plenty of time for my interests. Forays into nature, socializing. Must say I do look forward to mealtime around here. Arcadian tenderloin in particular remains a favorite. Hard to find a bad meal in the Protectorate, though. All right, be careful out there.
Strenuous or stressful, food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need.
Exciting news! The Vigilance sent that outsider to collect automech parts for us.
And thank the Sovereign.
The raw material for perfection. To the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
You have the gratitude of everybody in Westport, especially me.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, matriarch herself designed it, and the Sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance.
You have the gratitude of everybody in Westport,
Rampant
especially me.
depletion of resources and lack of community.
Hey there, go-getter. Why, hello again. Any new business to discuss involving secrets? If I am not the person for... my uncle's child. That seems neither prudent nor... Oh, of course. Toodle. Hey there, go-getter.
Of contentment and plenty. We have purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well.
Hey
at
there,
night.
go-getter.
Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need.
Greetings, non-protect. However, I'm initiating.
the Sovereign.
Hey there, go-getter.
You are the raw material for perfection.
Yeah.
From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant. We must all to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch working with and through the
You're the one who found those Otomec parts, right? I really appreciate it. Thanks to you, I was able to return to Westport. The Krembles were starting to worry me.
Produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust.
You have the gratitude of everybody in Westport, especially me.
Or the base individualists within Auntie's choice. Though don't fret, the system is resilient. The system abides. But now, more than ever, we must all do our part to maintain it. Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors.
You have the gratitude of everybody in Westport, especially me.
We give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to offset any minor disruption.
feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job?
You have the gratitude.
I see you have not brought my cousin to heal. Have you at least seen about Ida? What? How do you know this? Did she? That is heartening. Let me see that. Yes. Yes! This does appear to be hers. Unfortunately, there are reports of the Harvester having been repaired in the wake of her sabotage. Though her triumph may not have endured, it was a good effort nonetheless. Should Montelli deign to interrogate me for my associations, I'll be certain to inform him of her patriotism. This displeases me. Sabotage is only as good as the further suffering inflicted once its victims know the truth. Though I suppose a minor inconvenience is also acceptable. I am thankful for the report. Now I just require my fool of a cousin in hand. Be on your way. I've been mulling on the information about Ida. Such blessed tidings indeed. But I will not be sated until my cousin is at my mercy. Good. I can't wait to see the look on his face when I capture him.
Whether it's an orifice or a face, Auntie's choice makes a green for it.
All these rifts got everyone riled up, including me. What are we supposed to do if we encounter one?
Someday, when I make it big in lower middle management, I'm gonna come back here and buy this crummy tin pot saloon.
You again. I can only...
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice.
Welcome, welcome. See any? How can I improve your day? Gladly. No better choice than Auntie's choice. Welcome, welcome. See anything you like?
Hey, Gats, the hologram's gone down.
Isn't a malfunction, perhaps?
An outrage is what I call it. That hologram was our flag planted in the soil. The soil of conquered lands.
And that's a good thing.
That symbol is our pride, our identity. How can you wage a war if you don't even have a logo?
Business is always good when a war's on. What do you need this time? I'm sure you'll find something to your liking.
That's Scrump, the one that made Santa brunch. He'll feed you purple berry crunch if they love you a bunch.
At attention, Trooper. Report. Why are you out here? Where's your unit?
What unit? I was just eating some purple berry... Wait. My unit. All along, They ambushed us! There was so much blood! You can't make me go back there!
Damn, this is bad. Listen, nobody's making you go back, but you're an easy target for raps or worse if you stay put. Your unit wouldn't want this for you.
Yeah, that's... Shit, that's true. I've got to get back to Fairfield. Back inside our bivouac wall. Back where it's safe.
Yeah, that's it. Back to town, where you can get a big, comforting bowl of purpleberry crunch. You ready to move out?
Yeah. Thanks for all your help. Oh, Law! The Protectorate scum took all our weapons. How am I supposed to get back? Wait. My hands are shaking fit to fall off my arms. Couldn't hit the broadside of a bank. If only there was something that needed less aiming. Of course. I hate to ask, but any chance you got a grenade I can borrow? Even if I miss, the noise should scare off any raptidons. Thank you. I'll only use it if I have to. Well, off I go.
Gotta say, Commander, this weren't one of your finer ideas. Let's hope he ain't got the wherewithal to actually pull the...
I'm just gonna get to Fairfield. Just gonna... Oh, what was that? Is someone out there? Stay back, I'm warning you. I got a grenade. All I gotta do is pull this pin and... Uh-oh.
Huh. A protectorate vestige. Guessing the cadre didn't make it then. Time to start poking around. We'll need all their armorial IDs to get in.
Captain, have we truly certified that all in our midst are suited for this mission? It would be most disheartening were any of us to bear reservations.
If you take issue with my presence, speak plainly. My loved one's deeds bear no influence on my own.
Your loved ones, Juan? Once a loved one of mine became a traitor, I would no longer refer to them thusly. Unless you still harbor feelings.
Enough! Your sniping discredits you both. Warnings must speak through action. Move out!
Yeah. Yeah.
Armed and ready.
I'd heard tale of those war-bred monstrosities, but this facility is overrun. We must pull back. Return with no less than a support battery.
Wardens do not retreat, nor take any ignoble action. I shall excuse your cowardice by way of shock. Whether we are destined to succeed or die, we shall do what is required of us. We will not falter. Marchand, make a duplicate of our field recording. In the event we don't survive.
Look alive, Commander. Looking a little woozy there, Commander. Let me handle this.
Ready to wait. On your command.
Yeah.
Ceased. Is there any way Ames and Marchand could have...
I'm sorry, LaRue. They died in the service of the Protectorate. Stop. Breathe. Then we shall press on.
You surprise me. We cannot complete this mission and yet live. And should we live to see it through, your wife shall meet her end. Yet, your resolve remains unshaken.
Any less would disgrace the Sovereign. Disgrace us all. Shoulder your rifle. We shall press on and see this mission to its completion.
That noise doesn't sound like... Oh, blast! Hand me my rifle! My rifle!
Looks like we have a few hungry friends joining us. Keep your finger on the trigger.
They should be here soon. Any minute now. Damn it! I swear if not the bad luck, we have none at all.
And I'll take care of him, Commander.
Time to earn my commission.
That's enough rats for me, thanks. I'd like to have a word with whoever's in charge of maintenance around here, right after we deal with these rats.
The universe wants to throw us while we're here.
Grievous wounds. At least one of my lungs meets the open air. LaRue fell swiftly. Screamed for me to help, but if I had remained to aid her, the mission would be at its end. The mission which is now doomed regardless. I arrived here to find the controls non-functional. Since my weapon delivers magnetically contained electric charges, I inserted it into a conduit hoping it would spring to life, but the Fairfield power controls have deteriorated. I wish I could admit relief that in my heart of hearts I wished my love to live. Despite her traitorism, my darling, I am sorry. But were you here, I would use the last of my strength to slay you. Our feelings are not even a candle to the incandescent love of the Sovereign. Our blood, my blood, for the Protectorate. Signing off.
Introducing Auntie's new line of specialty drinks for the Michigan consumer. Auntie Fizzos.
I'm trying not to fret about these rifts so much. Maybe they ain't so awful. You ever ponder if they take you so...
Told my manager, a man is not a slice of nanner, Mr. Overby. Then I said, I am more than some commonplace.
Take care in the northern regions of the island. Fewer reports from scouts. Heightened degree of danger. Maybe that's something to look forward to. Loose your words. Good work. Sure it'll aid your path into the Vox. Presuming you keep your nerve.
Welcome, welcome. See anything you like? How can I improve your day? Like they say. Welcome, welcome. See anything you like?
Now, how am I going to pay off my bar tab? It's going to take place free. My commanding manager gave me great advice. If you got time to leave, you got time.
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Sabotage and/or manipulative indoctrinatory falsity.
Let me know when you need it.
Hmm.